Welcome to day 3, the afternoon of day 3 here at the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. This is the Under-18 National Championship game versus Western Australia versus Waikato from New Zealand as the opening draw whistle has gone, and Corey Rainey from Western Australia going to come up with that one. Jackson Bybee on colourful comments today. Hey Jackson, good to have you in the box.
Hey Shandell, thank you for having me here.
I know it's a bit of fun just having a different voice with a different skill set sitting down with us today, so good to have you here as Addison Riordan has the ball at X, gives it to Emerson, takes the pass under pressure. She had to really think about that one, reset, and just pops it away. Emerson on the ball, board very, very early. Good start for WA there, nice control and good trust in each other. And sorry, it's Riordan, it's Addison Riordan. I've been calling her Riordan for a long time, but it's actually Riordan. And Addie, a nice feed from her. So WA, the home team here, expecting to have a big afternoon on the park, and Waikato here just being part of our national championship, and it's great to have the New Zealand teams over. I know we had Toa and Ahi, I think last year was the correct names. Chanel Riordan Agar draws that one out of the air, sends it across to Rainey. Rainey wants one more little fake and bake, hits the pipe and picked up by Riordan. Riordan being guarded by Mitchell. A shot from the inside from Riordan Agar and picks up her own crumbs. She's got a cutter through the middle there. It was Carson, but also she was being trailed by Emerson. Ball on the deck to be won now. It's going to be picked up by Bear. Ball player on the ground. Ball still with WA. Isla Emerson carrying, but she's got some great pressure from Georgia Mills. And she's off to a quick start, Isla Emerson. One more pass to Carson. Ball on the deck, got to pick it up. Chigwiri back. She's been over to WA quite a few times. I've seen that name a couple of times or in national championships here as a representative of New Zealand. Carson with a nice little move, shot off the pipe and picked up there by Emerson. Gives it back to Ehlers. Ehlers wants to go, got a cut in McRoberts, and there's a push charge on the ball. So Raroa, sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrect. I do my absolute best to try and learn your names. With a penalty, but it's outside the 15 metre, so outside the 11 metre, so it's just a 15 metre free pass or possession there. And goes to Riordan Agar at X. Ball's going to be brought back to the mark. Head referee or lead referee there, Tammy Varga, has seen something, so just reset that one as there's a player across the far side and one at the top cutting through. And then there's also, here we go, Emerson, step down and a shot. That was just inside the 11, Jackson.
Beautiful step down there. Took that with her right hand with less of an angle, but was able to hit that far side pipe and add one to the scoreboard for her.
Yeah, so that's Emerson's, that's a very much a box move that I saw a lot of from Emerson a few weeks ago. And I literally just said to her before the game, get inside, work hard to get inside. But if you're going to be taking shots like that low on this surface, great decision there from Emerson.
Absolutely. Bouncers will go on this pitch.
Yeah, how are you finding it? Obviously, you've come over from Salt Lake City, spending a bit of time in Australia, supporting the Australian Lacrosse Network and doing some other sports work. How are you finding you're seeing all the different clubs around the country?
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. Coming out to Australia, I had no idea what the club culture was like and the structure. So from state level down, or from the national team down to the states and all the regional areas with their clubs, it's quite phenomenal, and I love seeing the passion, the history behind it all, and just the amount of volunteer that goes into each club.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? As Hollands comes up with the ball. So she is the sibling of the two other Hollands who I've seen in many New Zealand national teams. She decides to go. Michaela, there's going to be a whistle, and Rodwell saved by the whistle on that one. And I just want to mention, Jackson, you walked into the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club the other day and just walked into the Hall of Fame with all the history there, and had quite a moment to take it all in and just see how old this club is, 1908.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, coming from Utah, we have one team that has just hit 125 years, and there's not many multi-generational families out there in Salt Lake City. So it's an eye-opening thing, and it's such a great thing for the future of lacrosse to see more generations get involved.
Great outlet from Rodwell, gives it to Emerson, sends it across the field to Riordan Agar. Ball picked up off the deck by Lee. Lee going to run it. Good pressure from Emerson, and the doubles now coming as well from McBean. Ball now at the top in the stick of Mitchell. Mitchell just going to run it down in her left. Defensive pressure from Walters, going to push her out of play, but it's going to stick with Mitchell because that was deemed a push. Ball's going to go down low, wants to step and bring the ball top to feed inside. Got a cutter on the crease, there it is, but Rodwell just going to pick that one up off the deck and got Lizzie Hogg off the bench. Lizzie Hogg now going to run that one down. She has got some pace, good defense there from Charlotte Scott, but no penalty on it. And they're just looking for an option, gives it to Isla Emerson, who's managed to get inside, changes the level high to low, and Emerson again on the board. So just saw her opportunity, just some quick footwork there from Emerson and just change the level. Emerson going to Queen's University in the US, Division I school. Another West Australian is coaching over there at the moment. Sean, why am I forgetting Sean's surname right now? She's going to kill me. Muffet. But yeah, she's Isla has committed to the University of Queens, so great to see some of our young players here getting opportunities to go to college, like you did, Jackson.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Queens is a beautiful campus out as well, out in Carolina.
Yep.
I have a few friends that played for the men's team, and actually Keelan from Canada. He runs the social media for Canada.
Yes, I know him.
So he played out there, and he was telling me how the campus is up on a big hill, and it's out in practice on morning, like you get the fog and just a beautiful, beautiful view.
I love that. And a good draw there for Waikato as player looks to go to cage at Southcombe. Southcombe gives it to the top through Famillo. Famillo with a fumble. Good pressure from Nabi on her. Got to be one off the deck. And going to be rolling into the... No, it didn't roll into the goalie. It's clearing here through Noddle. Noddle with some pace gives it back to the keeper. I think she's going to redirect the ball. She's got Lily McRoberts available, and she's going to use her. There it is on point. She's got one more with Ayla's, and she's seen what I've seen. There's a fast break opportunity here for WA. Walters in the middle. McBean needs to keep moving. There's also another player open, which was Hogg, but just going to slow it down and take some control of this offense. McBean wants to go, get some pressure. Goalie comes out, and there's a penalty on the play. Can hear the coaching staff from Waikato asking for some more communications. Tash Featherstone, head coach of Waikato this year. And McBean looks like she wants to shoot this one. I reckon she's going to go high to low. She's got Walters available too, but high to low she does, but that one's gone wide and backed up by Reardon. I wouldn't be surprised if Reardon tries to dodge from here. She loves a skip step from out the back here and then gets underneath inside and shoots low to high. So let's just see what she's going to do. And here's that skip step underneath, high to low, but pretty much what I said, and a great goal there from Reardon.
It reaches high, hammers it down onto the ground, and secures the goal for her team.
And it's a timeout there by Waikato. I think we are still in hydration breaks as well, so there will be quite a few breaks throughout this game. It is a hot day here in WA.
Yeah, it's a bit warm. It's about 27 degrees.
So back in Salt Lake City, what's the weather like now?
It's March, so probably a little bit snowy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the snow season. Well, yeah, I just actually had a friend get home from a little vacation, posted on their story, and there's snow everywhere.
It seems so crazy, hey?
Yeah.
Like, we don't get snow here.
Oh, you guys are missing out. 'Cause it's fluffy.
It's fluffy till it gets sludgy.
Yeah, and all icy, and you get the road grime and all that. But when it is a golden Christmas, or I guess a white Christmas,
yeah,
it is a beautiful, beautiful scene. It's straight out of a movie.
Yeah, and to be fair, where you come from is a beautiful place.
Very much so, yes.
I'd like to talk to Jackson about the Secret Lives of Mormon Housewives over, and he just laughs at me every time because it's trash television, but I do watch it.
Yeah,
it's making headlines. I mean, for all the wrong reasons.
Unfortunate, the second season is cancelled.
Fourth season.
Oh,
Fifth season's cancelled. The fourth season's on air now.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting show, but.
Interesting. I just wonder if that's how lives really are like in Salt Lake City, but I just don't seem to think so.
For some.
For some.
For some.
WA just getting their pack together after that break.
Yeah, what do you reckon they were talking about in their huddle there?
I think Knowing Caitlin and Beck very, very well, I would say they're just working to get numbers on the board, and then they're going to, if the game's going their way, they will use it to practice what they want to do for the next couple of games, because tomorrow they will be playing Victoria in the semi-final for a spot in the championship game. So I think this is a really good opportunity for them to just quickly pump the scoreboard if they can. I mean, that's what I mean. If they can, momentums can swing, especially now there's been a break. And if they can pump those numbers, then they'll try and settle into what they want to practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Going into the second half of the first quarter at 4-0, lacrosse is very much a game of runs, and momentum can shift quite quickly, as you just mentioned. So what would you say New Zealand needs to get after here?
I think they're doing okay off the face-off. I think they just seem their WA's pressure, as I say that, Corey wins the draw, but I think they just need to have a bit more composure in their offense. They seem to not be as sharp on their stick work, and that just could be a nerves thing. It's a new day, it's a new team, and it's unexpected. But I think they just need to sharpen up a little bit in their stick work and take some control in their offense, and they should be okay, because their defense is quite solid. I mean, you can see here the communication. And inside there, Emerson's trying to go. She's got one more in the...
Oh, what a save.
Great save, and an awesome shot, sidearm shot there from Emerson, but read so well by the keeper in Pillmore Evans. You can hear the coach asking the players to jump these players here and turn over. And Pillmore Evans just going to clean that one up as she's being checked by Sophie McBean. Ball's being flicked to the end line. That's going to be a WA ball if Waikato can't pick it up. Chikwiri, she's been around, like I said, a while. She's fumbled and fallen over. There's no whistle on this game, so she's just going to run it out. She's got some pace because I've seen her play. Hollands with the ball now. So, like I said, one of two, a sibling of two older great lacrosse players. Gets a push there. From Brandis DeRoos. Starts quickly. Being defended by Lily McRoberts. Just looking for an option. That's what I mean. This is where they need to control their offense. Just get some good touches and a bit of time. And Samantha Lee with the ball, and she's just directing traffic. So they obviously know what they want to do and how they want to set up. They're just taking some time to get into it. And there goes the cut through the middle, which is isolating her on Emerson. Lee driving through X, looking for a cutter through the top middle. Not on. She's going to drive back on her left now. McRoberts coming to put the double on. And this just... WA everywhere. There's a cut inside, not on. Probably not the safest feed. Picked up by Hogg. Hogg going to try and run away with it. And Hogg's got that one. She could get off to a quick start and use Brandis DeRoos, but it's been told to pull the ball back. She's got Nabi in front of her to her left, but she's just going to send it. She's going to carry it herself. And now she's going to give it to Nabi. Nabi's got an opportunity here. She can just give it one more to Emerson. Emerson's opened up Rainey. Rainey now with the ball. Rainey very, very strong and doesn't mind shooting from outside. Gives it to Brandis DeRoos. That pass is off, though. That ball's going to roll towards the boundary and going to be brought back in by Maria Scott. I think I would say, if I'm listening to what Caitlin and Beck are saying, they're going to start jumping the ball early here on the ride. And here you see Riordan just chasing the ball down now. Good pace there by Mitchell, though, and a strong carry as she runs over into the offense for Waikato.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got some endurance there. Back on that last transition, she hustled Hightail right back in the hole, ensured that there was no transition for WA.
And Lee, I think she's going to be a big game player. Like I said, she's been directing traffic. She's certainly the quarterback. Looks for one more pass. Good stick there from Rainey and a great pickup. And just immediately starts the play. Ball on the ground to be won, picked up easily there by McBean. She's just going to carry forward. It's a 3-on-3 down this end of the field. I think McBean's going to slow it down. Gives it to Hogg. Sends it, which has gone wide. There's no backup, but there is just enough backup in time there. And Emerson's going to pull that one. So Western Australia being instructed to set up their offense and work out what they want to do here. Caitlin Ryan asking the team for composure. So there's certainly a plan here. And they're just going to move it through McBean at the top. Balls hit the deck, picked up and taken away by Hollands. You can't afford to make an error in front of Hollands because this is where she's going to capitalise and push the fast break. There's one more there, but not able to collect on the pass. Rodwell comes out, picks it up early, sends it down the field, but pretty much back to the stick of Lee. So it's up and down, up and down. Twite now defending the ball. And looks like they're trying to shepherd her out of the game almost. Hollands gets fed inside, not on, picked up by Nabi. Nabi gives it up the field. Nice pass there to Hogg, and Hogg's going to push this. They've got numbers. You can see Emerson coming in, and they've also got Rainey at the top, so they are extra. You can hear asking the team being told to get the ball to X. And Ayla's now just going to take it that way. She looks like she wants to go. It looks like she was setting up to dodge, but just waiting for that play to be available out there. McBean at the top. Good stick there from Scott. And ball is going to go the way of Waikato. An infringement there from Ayla's. She's come off the mark, so they're just bringing it back. And there's help on the far side. Just dropped that one, picked it up, no issue at all. And a great chase down again by Emerson, just stops at the restraining line. And a lot, again, traffic being directed. Player wants to drive. I think that's Familio. Just outside the 15, so although she is behind, so maybe she's on the 11. It's a bit hard to see. No, she's on the 11. No, she's on the 15. There's players outside. Sorry, I've just got the WA coaching staff and a player right in front of my vision, which is hard to see. But ball now with Mitchell. And hello to all our viewers in New Zealand who have dialed in to watch this game and see the Waikato girls in action. We love that your players have come across the ditch to be part of this championship. Good footwork there from Megan Mitchell. Wants to shoot. There's a penalty on the play. Shot. Penalties cancelled by the shot and backed up there by Waikato. If you are watching along at home, you can send us a message if you want to give us any shout-outs. Score is 4-0 in favour of Western Australia. We've got Jada Q3R8P, go team, let's go team. Hasmatic 5184, go WA, and Man on Fire, can't wait to see Charlie smash in the goals today. So some nice shout-outs on our YouTube channel, and if you want to message us, DM us for personal shout-outs, you certainly can on the Australian Lacrosse Network Instagram page or myself, Shendell Mic'd Up. Jackson, what's your sports page?
I do have a personal, so we go with that. It's JBybes UT, JBYBS UT. Or just look up Jackson Bybee.
Jackson Bybee.
Pull it up.
Blow it up. So we've got another, oh no, it's outside again. So this is really interesting. They're getting the penalties. Like WA are actually laying the fouls, but they're all outside. So quite smart with where they're actually playing wide and making sure that those fouls are outside of the 11 metre, which is not allowing Waikato to line up. And that's time on the first quarter. So Jackson, what do you got for me?
Western Australia, they're doing quite well in terms of their pacing.
Yep.
They started off the first half of the quarter pretty well. Haven't scored since the last 7 minutes. So from an offensive perspective, I would say you got to keep your foot on the pedal. Keep on pushing. You want more goals. You want to be practicing right now.
Yeah.
So when you are playing those tougher defenses, you know what to do when they're pressing out on your hands. And practice makes better, right?
100%. And this is like a really good opportunity to work that too. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what Beck and Caitlin draw up for the WA team. Two very experienced coaches, Beck and Caitlin, both college players, one as a goalie, one as a defender, both played World Championships for Australia, both had the opportunity to coach Australia, and multiple accolades, personal accolades. Caitlin currently working with the Australian field team as a coach. Beck, a local coach, but also just have probably got 8 World Cups under a belt. Just an amazing athlete, so...
It's a lot of wisdom coming from the coaches.
A lot of wisdom. So Beck went to Vermont University, and Caitlin went to, she's going to kill me that I've forgotten, and I've got all her merch at home. South Carolina.
The Gamecocks.
No. It was a private university. Oh my God, I can't believe I don't know this. So bad. Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer University. South Carolina.
Beautiful state.
Good to know. Good to know our people are going to the right places. And if you are watching and scouting from afar and you want to know about a play, you can always message the Australian Lacrosse Network and ask us about them, what club they're from. We can certainly give you that information. We're always happy to let our girls and our boys go off to college and get some more skills, but also be part of the programs and just enjoy the game as much as they can.
You know, the difference between clubs out here and schools in the U.S. It's quite different. It's out in the States, yeah, you go to college to play.
Yeah.
Out here, unis don't have sports teams.
Yeah, it's crazy, hey?
Yeah.
But then, like, so, you know, the college system in the US obviously is very dominant. The club scene is big in Canada. In England, they go to college to play lacrosse. They all move away to college to play lacrosse. So it's just really interesting to see how different countries set up their programs. Obviously, quite a lot of the other countries in Europe are club-based. And I think it'd be really great if we can get to the point where we can have club-based, clubs come out of colleges here in WA. But we've only got like 4 colleges, which makes it really hard.
Yeah. No, it's the road to the Olympics per country it's not even.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
As spoken by an American.
Yeah, the accessibility, it's a bit challenging.
You heard it here first, guys. As the ball is picked up there by Carson off the deck. Nice, clean pickup. She's got Chanel Reardon-Agar to her right, but decides to try and dodge. Not on, gives it to Reardon-Agar now. Walters cuts through. Emerson's at the top. Reardon-Agar tries to drive. So she's going to Mount Olive University. I'm not sure when she's actually going over, but she's committed to Mount Olive.
What state is that in?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I just know that's where she's going. She's been working very hard, Chanel, to be a college athlete, and she's been rewarded with that. So she's 17 this year, so she must be going next year.
Exciting times.
Especially at this age group, right, where there's so much to play for and there's so much ahead. And you've got now the opportunity with the Olympics coming to potentially be an Olympian. So it's a penalty on the play there. Reardon's decided to just put the ball down so she can have a shot from the second hash.
So University of Mount Olive is out in North Carolina.
Oh, there you go.
Carolinas.
We're big on that, apparently. And Reardon just lining up now. She's definitely running this one in. She does have help at the top if she wants to use it, but she decides to shoot, and why wouldn't you? That's a beautiful shot. So quite a few of these athletes, and Addie Reardon's one of them, has been working through Coach Chloe Academy, which has been set up here by Chloe Tatlow, and she played at... now Tats is going to kill me what college she played at, but I'm sure she'll message me in a second and tell me. But she set up an academy here in WA, and she runs private coaching one-on-one sessions and also group sessions for a lot of these girls to attend. And I know she's even been doing some goalie sessions lately, but I can tell you that Lily McRoberts, Remy Twite, number 23, Reardon-Agar have all been going through that program, and their stick work and what they're producing because of their diversity and their specific skill training through Chloe Tatlow's Coach Chloe Academy has been fantastic.
No, absolutely. I got to give Chloe a huge shout out. I had the opportunity to shadow her a bit in Korea.
Oh, of course.
Tournament, and
yes.
Seeing the amount of respect that her athletes have for her, she knows what she's talking about.
Oh, she absolutely does.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, and genuinely a great human.
Absolutely.
As ball is in the offense now of Waikato in the stick of Scott. Moves it on to Holland. Holland's going to try and go here. Good slide there from Reardon-Agar. She's just going to pull that one out. Sends it on. One more pass there to Hayley Morgan. Trying to pump it inside to a player. It was a very trusting feed to Bear. Bear now with the ball at the top. Nice little pick move there from Georgia Mills. Just to open up space, and that I don't know if that one would be considered a moving pick. Yes, and Tammy Varga saw exactly what I saw. So when you're setting a pick in field lacrosse, you can't move. Well, you've got to move and actually be a statue. You can't keep moving and move into the player's space to shepherd them out. So that's exactly what Tammy saw, is what I saw, and a very good call on that one. So Lily McRoberts now with the ball. She's got Remy Twite to her right, and she's going to give it across to Rem, and Remy is just going to clear this one now. She's got defensive pressure coming, but no trouble for Remy. Like I said, part of that academy through Coach Chloe. and gives it to the top to Rainey. And Remy just going to sit behind the defensive line. Job done. Wait for the next set of play. Reardon wants to go again, but that one's straight to the stick of the keeper there, which is Pillmore Evans. Ball on the ground. Got to compete for it. Waikato want to come up with this one, but it's picked up by Ehlers. Gives it across to Emerson. Now at the top with Rainey, and Rainey just saying calm down. They want to obviously set up their offensive set. Carson trying to get inside. That was going to be a cross check, not that they exist, but I would say it's a push. The language for women's lacrosse is push, or is it a charge? Ball's been awarded to... So there must have been something off ball because Reardon Agar's taking a penalty, and it's been given to Megan Mitchell, as Megan Mitchell's got a strong carry. Nice check there from Reardon Agar, but even better carry from Megan Mitchell, who was able to hold on. Reardon Agar with a penalty there. And a quick start. Gives it across to Mills. Hollands at the top looking for a feed. Decides she wants to go to her left, looking for something inside. Got help at X if she wants to use it. Here comes the cuts from the top now. Cutter through the middle, gives it to her. Nice move there, but unable to sink that one. That was Aurora, and unable to sink that one. Quick outlet from Rodwell, sent it to Emerson. Emerson fumbles, but picks up the ground ball. Passes it on to Twite. Twite going to run this, I'd say, knowing Remy. Oh, and that's going to be no check to the head. Holland's going to get away with that. Twite going to have an opportunity to keep running, and here she goes now. One more pass across to Emerson. That's a missed pass, but backed up there by Reardon, and finds a cutter inside him. Reardon Agar passes, wasn't able to sink it. Nice little move there on the crease by Chanel Reardon Agar, backed up there by Ehlers.
So close on that finish there.
Yeah, that was just a lovely roll. There's a penalty on the play. Emerson just going to hold out for the shot, but I think the ball's going to go to the dot at the back. So that's not time on this. Sorry, that's not this game's clock. I did just hear a whistle, but it's on the other game. And player is going to line up on the 11. Nikki Carson with the ball. Sorry, not Nikki Carson with the ball. It's Ehlers with the ball. Nikki Carson's at the top, number 5, waiting to support if needed. And she gives it to Corey Rainey inside. Passes. Rainey step. That one's just gone high over just over the top of the crossbar.
Great job by Davison there, getting hands hard.
Yeah.
Approaching on the defense, be able to make that shot a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Look at the cutter coming through there from Chanel Agar. Emerson trying to get inside. Good defensive pressure. Great save by the keeper. Ball has rolled out of play, and I thought the keeper was going to get that one, but it's backed up by Reardon. I'd say Reardon's going to pretend to go left and go back right on this dodge. Here it is now, exactly what I said. No, she's going to go back to her left. She wants to underarm shot that. Penalty on the play. 3-second call.
Addison really loves getting open by swinging out her stick with one hand.
Yeah.
And be able to run past her defender.
Yeah, she's so dynamic the way she moves. Her skip step when she dodges from this back corner is like a giant step, but she really sells it, and that's why it works for her. Ball now in the back corner with Carson. Carson trying to get underneath. Now goes top side, looking for an option. Gives it to Emerson. Passes it on to Ehlers. No cutters through the crease yet. Now trying to get inside as Ehlers. She was their MVP yesterday. Another penalty there for Hollands. And just going to line up. Ayla's going to line up. Look, finds a player inside. Gives it to Rainey. Rainey's trying to step in. Changes hands to her left. Great save from Pillmore Evans. And now waiting for an outlet or looking for an outlet. So not in a rush, but they do need to work hard to transition this ball safely. They've played quite a bit of defence, the Waikato team, in this last couple of minutes. So they probably want to get a good offensive set.
There's no shot clock here either.
No, absolutely no shot clock in women's field lacrosse.
So possession does matter in lacrosse. So being able to hold on to the ball, take control of the pace, it helps quite a bit. Beautiful outlet there to Hollands. And then the one more pass, but that's going to roll into the stick of
Rodwell. Rodwell's got Rainey. She's going to give it to Chanel Agar-Riordan instead. Agar-Riordan just going to run it down the field. She's got a player in front of her. She wants to dodge. There's one more there, which I think is Mitchell. Mitchell slows her down. She's going to get a penalty shot from the 11-metre.
There's a bit of strategy there, no?
Yeah, I think that was great because she just, like, obviously, Riordan could have just kept running at the keeper and gone centre. She's got a great hash here to shoot from, but she's also now got the crash coming, which there it is, and a great save again from Pillmore Evans. Quick outlet now up the field. They've got to compete for this one if they want it. Ball on the ground. Carson picks it up. Got plays in the middle of the field, gives it to McRoberts. McRoberts getting immediate pressure from Waikato. Gives it to Ehlers. Ehlers trying to drive, wants to get inside. Comes back to her left, changes hands, penalty on the play. Ball's on the deck. The sticks flying everywhere. A bit of a yard sale out there.
How much are the sticks going for?
I don't know, you'll have to ask the players. And that, I don't know if it's time, there's definitely a conversation happening between the officials now. And they're just deciding what's going to happen with that one. Looks like it's going to be a Western Australian ball.
We got a shout out on our YouTube channel by CRob16. Go
Yeah.
Team Zebra. 2 zebra emojis. We got
C-Rob. Yep.
Shout out to the officials too. They're hustling in the heat and just really making it fair play for both teams out here.
Yeah, they've done a great job. We've got some great officials and they're being educated this week as well by world-class officials. And that one's bounced and gone in. Great job from Ehlers. Just at the 11, step down, put it away. And we've got a big game tonight. So it's just gone 4 p.m. local time here in Perth. I believe that the Australian Eastern and Western time is still 3 hours ahead. So at 6 p.m. Perth time, 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, will be WA taking on South Australia. This is a big, big game and matters when it comes down to who makes the championship game or what it's going to look like. I think Victoria have actually secured a spot. So they'll play again tomorrow as far as I'm aware. But this one does matter because it comes down to bragging rights for the semi-final tomorrow. And you certainly want those going. You don't want to be going into a semi as an underdog. You want to go in confident.
I reckon there's a bit of a bye in there as well.
Oh, really? Tell me more, Jackson.
I will be pulling up the schedule right now. I may be a little confused with some of the other divisions we have going on.
Yes.
Like you said, there's plenty of lacrosse this weekend.
So much lacrosse this weekend.
I would not want to be anywhere else in the world. Oh, there we go.
Come prepared, Jackson. So just quickly on a break, you can see Mel Rainey, the manager for Western Australia, pouring water down the back of Charlie Rodwell, just because it's quite warm and she's obviously wearing goalie padding. So good to see the players being taken care of on this hot afternoon. Although the breeze has come in, Swan River. What do you know?
No bye for the day, but there is a late start. So you do get a little bit of rest in the morning. Out on tomorrow, Saturday morning. So you really want to place in those higher seeds so you can get that later day.
Yeah, 100%. And that's a great pick out of the air to start the possession for Waikato. Great job by Charlotte Scott. Now looking for an option inside. Ball now at the top. Pumps it to the crease. Oh, nice shot, but unlucky Georgia Mills. And a quick transition. Chick Weary read that one like an old novel. Just picks it up, cleans it up, and moves it on quickly to Charlotte Scott. And they're back in offense again, Waikato. Great defensive read there by Chick Weary. Wants to go, nice slide. McRoberts ready to help out Rainey. Ball with Georgia Mills. Swings down to the back corner. This is Tidmarsh with the ball. Gets it on. Morgan. One more to Bear. Annika Bear. She wants to go, decides not to. WA seem to be just sliding very well. They seem to be ready with the slide package to support each other. I think if Waikato swing the ball a bit quicker, they won't be able to react as early.
It's like clearing through space for your teammates too. You have a teammate sweeping upfield or to the dodge, get out of their way so there can't be a slide.
Yeah, they seem to be cutting into each other's space. Remy Twite trying to fight for the ground ball and successfully does so. Look at the carry on Remy Twite. Gives it across to Victoria Narby. One more. Chick Weary nearly stole that again off Western Australia, but Ella's just turning on the pedals looking for a player. Rainey now outside. Ball on the ground to be won. Rainey looking very cool, calm and collected as she picks up that ground ball. Ball now at the top with Lizzie Hogg. Going to give it across to Emerson. Emerson saying just chill out a bit. Emerson waiting for a pick to open up Hogg, but she's actually got the ball now. And here's the pick from Emerson. She starts that skip drive. Oh, and a lovely sidearm shot. There's a whistle on the play. I don't think it's going to count.
Stick side hip there.
Yeah, the placement was outstanding.
It was gorgeous.
I think this, where Isla's shooting has benefited from the box games, that she's been shooting on a tiny goal for the last 6 months. So she's been training with the this WA team. She's been training with the WA women's box team. And then she's doing sessions with Coach Chloe Tatlow as well. So seeing a lot of different shots, a lot of different angles, but she's been shooting on a smaller goal. So she's got that shot diversity. She's used to finding space. Just that one didn't work out for her. Ball in the air. Try to be picked out by Lizzie Hogg now. On the ground to be won. Picked up by Mitchell. Still a ball to be won. Cleaned up there by Mills. Mills going to carry now down the field. Emerson chasing her down. Waikato have got numbers. They've got a player on the back side here, Tidmarsh. But they've taken the shot on the far side. It's been picked up by Bear. Lee wants the ball. Look at these shoes on Lee. They are fancy. She looks like an AFL footy player with those shoes on. And she's trying to get inside, tries to get through space. Penalty on the play, wants to shoot, and there it is. Great shot, high from Lee. And a stick check now for Samantha Lee. That was a risky move, trying to split the defence and get through the middle, but she was able to, and then able to free her hands again to pull the stick high and send that shot high. Lovely move, a risky one, but she wanted to take the risk and did a really great job at it. So awesome job, Samantha Lee.
So, Chandel, talk to me. What makes a women's lacrosse stick illegal?
So, well, how much time have we got? A women's field lacrosse stick.
Yes.
So the pocket needs to be up. So how do I explain this? The pocket is smaller than the men's stick, and you need to be able to see the top of the ball in the over the top of the plastic part. It's so hard to explain. So the plastic of the head of the stick. You can put the ball in the stick on the net, and you've got to be able to see the top of the ball over the top as higher than the plastic part of the head.
And you can't pull your strings right before you get...
No, you can't. And if you get caught pulling your strings, you're probably going to get called. Oh, and a lovely goal from Michaela Hollins. Has that lit the fire in Waikato that they needed? So if anyone really wants to know the difference or why the women's field stick is... What legal and illegal is, I'd say you're probably best to look in ChatGPT because my description was woeful. I know what I'm talking about, but I just can't describe it.
Give you an A for an effort.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jackson.
I'm a visual learner, though, so you lost me on the first
Oh,
word.
yeah.
But no, with 2 minutes left in the half, it's only a 4-2 game.
Here we go. Nikki Carson versus Michaela Hollins for the draw. Hollins trying to win that one. Carson trying to run through the ball. And that's going to go the way of Carson. What are we looking for timeout on the clock here?
Just about 2 minutes left in the second.
So handy having that hydration break because it gives coaches more time and they don't have to use a timeout. And Carson just controlling the ball in the back corner. Emerson, I thought she was going to run in and lay a box pick for a second there, just the way she was coming into that. But she didn't. And there's Emerson with the ball now.
She was a standout at the Box National Championship.
Yes, she was.
In Altona.
Yeah, a 16-year-old and all-star at that.
Yes.
And here she goes again. Wants to take the shot. Not on. Penalty on the play, so she can just pull it out. The whistle has gone because the referee has deemed that the drive has stopped. So Emerson will line up on the 11. The ball's going to be given to Reardon. The penalty is going to be served there by Hollands. So just watching the setup of the West Australian offense to see what they want to do. They have got Emerson, and they've also got Carson, but she doesn't seem ready. But that's fine. That's a beautiful round arm shot there from Addison Reardon.
Joining Emerson with a hat trick there. Both 3 goals apiece.
Yeah, they're both very, very dangerous in offense. Up-and-coming players into the West Australian State League competition, and I think they've got huge careers. Like I said, one's already committed to college. I'm sure Addie Riordan wouldn't be putting it past her to see if she wants to go too. I actually don't know. But if you want to scout her, reach out to the Australian Lacrosse Network. She's got a great style. Like I said, she oversells the skip step when she dodges from X. And back at the X for the draw. Ball goes high on the ground to be won. I reckon that's going to be a Waikato ball. Hayley Morgan picks that one up. And lots of defensive pressure coming to Morgan, but she's going to hold it really well and maintain possession. There's a whistle on the play. She's got a quick start. And she's got a player across the field, going to take the shot. Probably not the best angle to shoot from. That was Familio. Backup was there in Aurora, so no harm, no foul.
Running out of time closely as the time official is making her way to midfield.
Ball with Georgia Mills. Georgia Mills wants to go, but they have, just as you said it, just run out of time. So we are looking at a 7-2 ball game in favour of Western Australia on home turf. So do you want to go through some goal scorers? Jackson.
Yes, so for Western Australia, we have Addison Moran.
Yep.
3 goals, 1 assist.
Yep.
And we have Isla Emerson with 3 goals.
Yep.
And then I'll need some help with the pronunciation on that
Cleona Ellers.
She has 1 goal and 1 assist.
Yep. And from the Waikato team?
We have Samantha Lay with 1 goal.
Yep.
And Michaela Hollins with 1 goal as well.
Awesome. So that is the first half done and dusted of this game between WA and Waikato. We'll take a short break and be back soon. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the second half of this game between Western Australia and Waikato at the Under-18 Australian National Championships at the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club at the beautiful Preston Point in Fremantle. If you've never been here, you certainly want to come for a visit because you've got a great view of the water and the boats are out on the water today. But enough about boating. Let's talk about the game in front of us. Samantha Lee gets the ball out of the circle, off the draw, and just setting up Waikato into offense for the first set of the second half. As mentioned earlier, I've got Jackson Bybee on the commentary call with me. Always great to have Jackson along for the ride. He's a man of many talents. Normally he's behind the camera.
Jack of all trades, some would say.
And Coach Chloe on point. I said she would let me know what school she went to. Walsh University. So Tats, if anyone wants to get Coach Chloe out to their club. Oh, beautiful shot. I think that was Megan Mitchell. Annika Blair. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Annika Blair. I'm not sure who the goal scorer was there, but a lovely shot high over the head. So WA have made the change to the keeper now. Mia Taylor has gone in for them. So Rodwell now sitting. But yeah, if anyone does want to get Coach Chloe out or wants to do some private training with Coach Chloe, can certainly follow her on Instagram and make contact. It's Coach Chloe 101. And you can see a lot of the content she's doing on there and a bit more about Chloe and what she's doing and how she's working with a lot of younger players in her academy. Ball is going to be redrawn at the centre. Hayley Morgan up against Nikki Carson. Nikki Carson, an absolute veteran of this team. She's been around for a while now. I think she's still got one more to go if she plays on next year. So I assume she will be playing in this tournament again one more time. And she wins that ground ball beautifully, just running past now Georgia Mills. Going to slow the ball down. She's got Chanel Riordan-Agar in the middle. Also at the top there is Isla Emerson. Waikato have shut off the adjacent. So Ella's trying to get free out the back. And they've also cut off Addie Riordan. So now this tight defense is giving Carson no one to pass to, which is why she's just given a little flip pass to Riordan-Agar. Ella's now trying to get inside. Wants to send it back to Riordan, but great intercept or disruption there from Davison. Ball now on the ground. Ayla's trying to pick it up. Davison again with some strong D. Ball is going to go the way. So I think so the ball she must have gone out of play, Ayla's. So Hayley Morgan going to carry that one down the field now. Passes one more over to O'Reilly, and Riley just going to carry as she's being defended by Riordan-Agar. And trying to drive towards a cage. Megan Mitchell going to send it low to the back. Just a bit of a left and right, switching hands, deciding which way she's going to go. Able to get past White, but she's met by Emerson at the goal line extended. And Emerson just giving her no space, trying to slow her down and keep her outside. There's a penalty on the play now, so she can drop the ball. And there it is. She's just kind of on her dodge. And she's going to set up on the 11-metre. And I reckon she's just going to step down and shoot. No, she's going to run it in. Takes a shot. Great save by Mia Taylor. Taylor has some outlets. Decides to go early and gives it to, I think it was for Emerson, but it's gone in the way of Ayla's, and it's going to be picked up off the deck there by Hayley Morgan.
Great gel check there.
And I think it's going to be a Waikato ball. No, Ayla's is going to get the ball. So penalty, I couldn't actually see the hand movement of the official, so not sure what was the call there. But Chanel Riordan-Agar just opened, just backed up by Addie Riordan now. And Addie wants to go to cage. She's got some pace, turns the corner, step down, and beautiful shot, just stepped, basically stepped, planted her foot, and then held her body and released that ball.
Great finish there in an even spectacular way, getting to free space to get that shot off.
Yeah, she just used her speed so well. And just a lucky move there from Chanel Reardon-Agar to have that backup and have Addie Reardon ready to go, ready to play. As we go back to the draw, Carson spending a lot of time in the middle of the circle today for WA. And there's an early draw. It's going to go, so against WA, it's going to go the way of Waikato, Charlotte Scott, to start the play. She's quite a tall athlete. She's just protecting in front of her body, gets stripped, but there's going to be a penalty. So on the arm, and going to get a shot at the 11, Charlotte Scott. There's lots of happy birthdays happening around teams at the moment. You can probably hear from the field mics. That's the Valkyrie girls. A step down and shot from Charlotte Scott, and that one has converted. So there's that bounce again that we keep talking about on the broadcast. It's such a bouncy surface, and she was able to stick that one for that reason.
Yeah, Charlotte, they're definitely getting more points on the board than her brother Bobby.
You know her brother Bobby?
Yes.
Oh, he plays in South Australia.
Yeah, so he'll be in Adelaide with us
Okay.
this season, playing at Burnside State.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was playing for the U20s team in Korea as well.
Okay, great. I should know his name then, because I did call their games too.
Yeah, so he plays defense, but big family. Scots, they love the lacrosse there.
Yeah, and it's great to see the development of lacrosse in New Zealand over the last few years and the calibre of athlete they are producing.
You know, it's great to see the international scene and just more competition growing in the Asia Pacific area.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a lot of Asian countries now joining World Lacrosse membership as well. Recently, I think I saw Pakistan, and I heard someone told me they had 26,000 kids playing lacrosse over there. Their problem is a shortage of equipment and gear.
Yeah.
I don't know if I heard this through the CJR Foundation. I could be completely wrong, but that was some information that was passed on to me last year, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and how quickly they could get good because of the numbers that they've got playing the game.
Yeah, there's about 96 World Lacrosse member countries.
Yeah, I knew that one, and that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And that is the reason we are in the Olympics. We've got the membership now. And a drive here with a shot high from Hayley Morgan.
Beautiful righty sweep and placement on that near side top right corner.
Absolute rocket. Confidence. Sorry, that was Annika Baer. They just look so similar, and they both got a 1 and a something number, but lovely, lovely goal. Timeout called. I'm assuming that's by WA, just to stop the momentum of Waikato.
Oh, I reckon that's the water break.
Possibly. Timeout WA. I'm just hearing someone say in the background, have you seen the forecast? That's a concerning comment to hear. Because it's a beautiful day, but there is some cloud cover coming over. You might be able to see it on the camera behind the Waikato keeper.
No, in terms of rain, we're all clear for the evening. But there are about wind gusts up to 26 kilometers per hour.
That's just WA. That's just WA, Jackson. This is how we roll here.
Okay.
It's a windy city.
I don't mind. Keeps us cool from the sunny sun.
Yeah.
It shines bright down here.
Sure does. I just heard a hiccup from someone in the crowd. It was quite a loud one. Don't know if anyone caught that on the field mic, but it certainly wasn't Jackson and I.
A little bit of baggage rustling too, and it's not the wind.
Yeah, we'll just say that's the wind. No, you can hear the tumbleweeds rolling past.
Oh, they came from the Wild West, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. So I would say that's just a little reset timeout for Western Australia, stopping the momentum of Waikato. And I love that Waikato just continue to come back to our tournaments. They always look sharp. They've always got beautiful uniforms. They're such a great bunch of girls. They've got great coaches, great leadership. They just love to be a part of it. I know that there was a recent tournament over in New Zealand. I know Auckland was playing and a few other clubs. I can't remember the names of all of them, but I was paying close attention. And you were lucky enough to go over to the qualifiers, weren't you, Jackson, earlier?
Yes, Wellington was a beautiful place. We were at the New Zealand
All
Center.
Blacks?
Yes, the Black. Yeah.
All Blacks.
All Blacks.
Training
Sorry.
facility.
It was on the tip of my tongue there.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were getting at. I think the problem there was just the goals. But otherwise, an absolute standout of a facility as Michaela Hollins wins that ball off the draw. And a bit of momentum swinging the way here for Waikato. Charlotte Scott with the ball now. Charlotte Scott trying to, almost like she wanted to swim, bringing that ball in front of her with a face dodge. And Riordan Agar defending her tightly. Ball's gone to ground, going to be picked up by Twite. Great pick up by Twite. Now the ball's hit the deck. Rainey's going to clean that up for her. Ayla's is out ahead of the ball if she wants to use her for help. And Rainey just gets absolutely collected by 3 Waikato players, but keeps momentum swinging. Gives it to Ayla's, one more, and a shot and a goal. And that timeout absolutely worked in favour of Western Australia.
Good on Rainey there. Just the IQ in transition there. She's fast. She has a powerful shot, so she's a threat right away.
Yeah.
And pulls the slide and dishes it off to her teammate.
Here's a little interesting fact about Rainey. She is a child of an Australian player, so Nathan is around here somewhere coaching Valkyrie this week, the girls' president's team. He played in the O2 World Championships that was here in Perth in 2002. So hopefully she's going to have the opportunity to follow in her dad's footsteps and wear the green and gold one day.
And I've, in my short time of 3 days in Perth so far, I've heard quite a bit of that 2002 run. Fortunate enough, been staying with Gary Kennedy.
Yes.
And he was coaching the men's side of that game, or those tournament.
Yes.
And he has quite a few stories that have been amazing to listen to.
And that's probably what you're just hearing, is how lacrosse is so rich in history here in WA. Because you know that lacrosse started in Western Australia when Americans came out for the gold rush, right?
Yeah.
In the 1800s, and that's how we got the game going. And I think that's just so cool that it was in Kalgoorlie. Yet no lacrosse is played in Kalgoorlie anymore. It's only played here in Perth City in WA. So weird how things turn out, but you know, we've got clubs here that are 125 years old. My home club was established in 1938, so lots of rich history, and it's so cool that you're able to come over and experience this. And if you are considering coming over and wanting to play over here in Australia, reach out to one of the local clubs. We do have a lot of international players that come and join competition and get to soak up that family atmosphere of club lacrosse.
Oh, absolutely. I'm in awe in terms of what the culture here is. I mean, people are so generous. They're happy to have you, and they really take care of the international lacrosse players. Yeah,
we used to back in the day have club cars. So I don't know, I think other states still have them, but if you were an international player that was coming over to help coach juniors or whatever, they'd get a club car. Now, they weren't fancy cars, but they would get a car to help them get around and get to clinics at schools to get work and whatever. So, you know, we've set up the system pretty well, and you know, there are so many places you can play lacrosse now around Australia, 5 states. And Nikki Carson picks that ball up off the deck from the centre draw. And she's just walking the ball around, deciding what she wants to do. Georgia Mill's not really giving her too much space to do that. Ella's just trying to get out of her way. And Carson nearly went down there. I'm not sure if that was from the D pressure or just because she lost her footing. But she's Riordan been marked pretty quickly. She's managed to get free to break off the defender there, which was Davison. Chanel Riordan Agar being told to go to X. Rainey's there now. She's going to set a pick. And Riordan Agar, here she is. Got plenty of space. Isla Emerson just needs to pick and roll off here. And that's a great pick. Riordan Agar still holding her stick in her right. Needs to go to her left. There it is, that one-handed move that you spoke about earlier, Jackson. So dynamic. And there's that skip step again.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's just unstoppable today.
That's an incredible placement and an extremely difficult shot to do.
Yeah, I was going to say the angle there to go go stick side, but far side on that shot from that angle, tough.
Yeah, especially drive on the right side. I mean, that's
I know, really, and she was in her right hand.
Yeah. You really have to come down with an overhand shot there. Your sidearm shots aren't going to go with that.
And she did it so well.
She did for the practice of that in the backyard.
as we are set back at the draw again. Here in the third quarter, ball's gone high, picked out of there nicely by Samantha Lee, and she's going to run and push this fast break. She's got one more to her left. Oh, unable to capitalise on it. Mia Taylor's come out of the goals to try and disrupt the pickup. There's ball on the ground to be won. It's near to the end line, so they're probably being really careful trying to keep it in to pick it up. Remy Twite has managed to grab that one out of the air. And Remy Twite still chasing it down, but I think it's going to be picked up by Samantha Lee. Confidently there. Lizzie Hogg giving her defensive pressure. Now with Michaela Hollins. Sorry, that's not Michaela Hollins. That's Annika Bear. Ball at X now. Annika Bear with the ball. Bit of movement happening. Looks like they're trying to either get the ball high to Samantha Lee, or she's going to have to cut through and make some space. Luckily she was there because that ball's just hit the deck. Oh, a little push. So it's called a trip, and that will see Riordan Agar take a penalty. Gives it across to Samantha Lee. She wants to drive and she's dangerous. She gets through again. There was a penalty on the play. There's a great save there from Mia Taylor, backed up by Waikato. Ball to be won on the ground. Charlotte Scott with the ball. She's got Michaela Hollins to her right. If she wants the help, decides to use her. I wouldn't be surprised if Hollins decides to drive here. Good defensive crash, pinching in there. Wants to go, does Hollins, gets through, changes to her left, takes a shot. It's a bouncer and grabbed high out of there. Great save there from Mia Taylor. She's just got to hit the clear now. She's got two on this side, gives it to Chanel Agar. She's fumbled on the ball, trying to pick it up. Gooses it to herself. She's just going to carry across the field. Double comes to her. There's got to be someone free. Now Samantha Lee just putting pressure on the ball carrier. And Annika Bear coming in to help. Nikki Carson is free down the field, and so is Isla Emerson, although she does have a defender with her. It's going to be picked up there by Noddle, but Noddle's going to see that turned over. And a quick start there. One more. Samantha Lee read so well by Mia Inge. Michaela Hollins picks it up. 3 defenders on her. Sends it to the top. Tries to quick stick it. Ball's on the deck. Good kick there from Emerson. Overrun the ball. Ball on the ground to be won. Emerson's still going to try and fight for it. Probably going to be picked up by Waikato. Is picked up by Waikato. That's Aurora. Now, looks to drive here. Ball with Lee. Lee being defended by Nabi. Sorry, that's Hogg. Takes the ball to X. McRoberts now defending her. They seem to be cutting a lot towards the ball here. Waikato, so they either need to cut in and set a pick. I think she got away there, lucky with that one not being called for moving. They've got to be setting picks to open each other up. And there's possibly I thought she was going to send that. I thought there was a lane there. Aurora now with the ball. Gives it down to X, looking for a feed inside, not on. Chase down, Lee wants to pick it up. Nice little stop and then carries inside. Noddle defending her. Gives it to Familio and a shot saved there by Taylor again.
Great offensive movement there. Way to find the back cut and feed.
And Lily McRoberts trying to slow that one down. That was shot by Southcombe, but she was lucky to not get pulled on a penalty there, and then that little slow ball just rolling past Taylor. So nice move there from Waikato.
Indeed. Creative finish as well. That Canadian move.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what we call it. Yeah, if it's in your right hand, you pull it onto your left side. A little flick. That's what the Canadians like to do in their box.
Yeah, I know, but we call it a twister here. We don't give anyone a certain country opportunity.
The lingo is quite different.
There sure is. I don't mind, though. I like to learn. As Rainey is in the centre. Up against a very tall, I think it's Morgan, but I could be wrong. It is Morgan. Ball's gone high, on the ground to be won. There's a pack flicking around. You just got to get your nose over the ball in these kind of situations and pick it up cleanly. Rainey flicks it in her direction. Nice pick up there by Corey Rainey. She's got Maddie Walters, gives that one more. There's two defenders in front of her. She decides to slow it down. There's Emerson cutting through.
Great
and a
save.
stick stops that shot. Addison Riordan trying to box out, get her bum over the ball.
Great save there by Grace Pillmore Evans. She's now at 8.
And that is time. So we've got a 10-6 ball game. Waikato have closed the gap a little on that set. That last box out where Addison Riordan was trying to keep the ball in play and use her body to not let the defender get inside. The crowd's having a bit of a giggle about it now. Talk to me about goal scorers. Talk to me about goal scorers.
My apologies. I was getting raged by Bobby back here. In Waikato, they're coming back. They're gaining momentum. They took notes of Western Australia in the first half.
Yeah, good. They're certainly playing and they're here to fight, and they're getting their opportunities when they see them. They're just waiting and they've been quite patient. I think WA have just had a quick run of, just getting those couple there at the end. And yeah, it's certainly an interesting game. And like we said, lacrosse is momentum and it can just change at any time.
Absolutely. It's a game of runs.
And just hearing Caitlin Ryan tell the WA girls to play really wide in their offense. She wants to really set it up. I think what Waikato did really good in that quarter was really pinch out on WA's offense and cut off the adjacent passes, which really left them with nothing to give to. I think it was their fast breaks that WA were able to capitalise there. But there's definitely pushing and continuing to push. I thought they might try and slow it down, but they certainly are not. And you can't afford to do that with a 4-goal lead with a team that's scoring.
We need possession there.
And a nice loud cheer there from the Waikato girls. So final quarter now. Waikato will be shooting to your left of screen. WA will be shooting to the right. And Rainey against Scott again at the draw. And they've put Carson on the circle. Ball's drawn high and picked up by Chanel Reardon-Agar. She wants to go. Nice shot by Reardon-Agar. I thought she was just drifting too far to the right there. Pete and I spoke about that earlier. She lost a lot of her space, but she was still able to put it behind the keeper there in Grace Pillmore Evans with a limited angle. So great job there by Chanel Reardon-Agar. And again, if you are watching at home, send us a message, DM us on Instagram via the Australian Lacrosse Network or Shandell Mic'd Up or Jay Barbie. Jackson Barbie, you can search him. He also runs a videography company and does sports videography for lacrosse and other sports.
We do love sports here.
Jack's been working on the WBL in WNBL in Geelong
that's
for
right.
a while.
Yeah.
So seeing a lot of women's sport while he's in the country.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's a huge push right now, and I love to be a part of it, pushing the women's stories in sports. It's well deserved, and it's a long time coming.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. As there is a feed to the back corner there. Annika Blair trying to get past Twight, manages to do so. Got to have a slide come. There it is from Carson. Still trying to set up with the re-dodge. Takes the shot, but just got a trail check there and disrupted the shot, which enabled Taylor to just pick it out. Gives it out of the air to Carson. Carson's got one defender on her, another one coming. There's going to be a penalty on the play. Quick start there from Carson. Looking down the field. Gives it to Ehlers, but that's going to be picked up by the keeper. She's come out of goals, Kilmore Evans, and now she's getting a lot of pressure from Addie Reardon. Ball has gone to Michaela Hollins. Very safe in her stick, Hollins. She's being matched up with by Reardon Agar. Now Lily McRoberts takes the slide. They've got to get inside. Shots come backed up there. Way to keep it safe there, Waikato. And no rush here from Waikato. Annika Bear with the ball. Gives it to Nina Southcombe. She's scored as well, so the ball's dangerous with her. She looks like she's got some pace. Good stick protection there to try and get inside. Gives it one more to Michaela Hollins. There's a penalty on the play. She decides to take it out and set up on the 11. So Lily McRoberts being called for a push. McRoberts a box player, so she's used to a bit of cross-checking. Just looking at the setup, they've got two Waikato players on the near side, but they don't like they're actually engaging to receive a pass. So I'm saying Hollins is shooting this. And she does. What a great goal there from Hollins. Didn't even need to take a step, just maybe one or two at the most, and then let it rip. Beautiful goal past the feet there of Taylor.
Powerful step down there.
Yeah, lovely. And like I said, she's from good stock. She's got two older sisters who are absolutely phenomenal lacrosse players for New Zealand. So I expect that she is just the third one in the chain who's ready to... She could be like the Humphreys, you know, like there's the Ashley. I'm so sorry, I forgot the middle one.
Is it Chloe or is she the younger one?
Chloe's the youngest one and she's the absolute. I'm going to call her Megatron.
It's wild how the youngest one tends to be the memorable one.
Well, she's just in the college system. I think, is she the only freshman that's ever on the Tara Warriton? Ball's drawn high, straight to the stick of Carson, but being dislodged. And New Zealand, Waikato trying to pick that ball up. I shouldn't call them New Zealand. They are Waikato. And Familio with a shot, backed up there.
Great effort by Mia Taylor there, trying to beat the offensive side.
Yeah, she's really keen to come out and chase those balls down when the ball goes out of play. Ball's on the deck now. Little fumble there from Southcombe. Carson just cutting with Southcombe. Ball at the top. Ball on the ground to be won. Waikato fumbles, but they're still in control. Hayley Morgan with the ball. Gives it across to Southcombe. Southcombe doesn't mind to drive, and there's a pick coming there. That's a push. So that was a push or an interference on the play, and Rainey's going to start with that one. You could hear the crowd also saw it too. And Rainey just going to run the ball down the field. She's got Carson. Carson's just trying to cut into clear space to give Rainey that outlet. She's gone to her left. Looks like she wants to go back to her right. Sends it to X. Reardon Agar now, Reardon with the step. Tries to give it to Emerson. Picked up there by Carson. Nice backup. Mitchell watching Carson. Gives it to Ehlers. Ehlers wants to go. Opportunity here. Buries it for WA. Cleona Ehlers just finding herself on the scoreboard most games at the moment. Hails from the Bayswater Lacrosse Club. We keep talking about those Baysy connections here in the West Australian team. I think there's probably at least 5 or 6, 7, 8 girls in this team from Bayswater. They've done some great development over the past few years, and it's really starting to show now in their juniors as they're pushing through into senior ranks. To have so many of them out here on the field today and just linking up so well with that chemistry is credit to the club.
I mean, naturally that chemistry comes when you play with each other for so long.
Yeah, it gets to the point, when you can look at someone and know what they're going to do, or you give them an eye to basically say, cut now.
Yeah.
And that's such a good feeling when you have that trust in your teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. You learn each other's tendencies, what you guys are good at, and how you complement each other. And you can do it with your eyes closed, essentially.
So Walters in the centre now against Hollins. Pushes it out the way of Emerson, picked up by Walters. Walters being chased down by Scott. Looks inside. There's Rainey. I won't be surprised if Rainey wants to go here. There she goes, change to her left, back to her right. Little fake and a low shot there. Non-stick side from Rainey. Just good control with that stick. Great handle from Rainey. And a hydration break. So last one of the game. WA looking pretty relaxed here as they come in for hydration. Waikato a little bit further away, so I can't see. I'd love to hear what their coach is saying. I wish we had a mic. If we're allowed to have a little roving mic over there, and we can't.
I'd reckon say keep on playing. Have fun out there. Enjoy your moment. Keep on working hard. I mean, eventually it's going to pay off.
Yep, absolutely. So you can just hear the WA coaching staff consistently talking about playing wide. So that's what they want their offensive set to do. Obviously, they're trying to control their play and just set themselves up again, like I said, for the semi-final tomorrow. And I believe, if I've got the correct program, the semi-final 2 versus 3 will be at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. Jackson will be on camera for that game, and I'll be joined by Peter Greenhalgh here in the commentary box. So it will be a great game for us to call. Very excited about that one. As Charlotte Scott lines up on Maddie Walters. Lizzie Hogg back on the circle against Michaela Hollins. On the near side here, Samantha Lee with Chanel Riordan-Agar. Great jump there from Scott, but unable to pick it up. Picked up by Riordan-Agar. She's going to run that ball down, finds a player inside. That's Lizzie Hogg. They've got numbers, WA, if they want to use them. One more pass there from Emerson. Oh, sorry, that's Riordan. She kind of pump fakes, plants a foot, and just rips it, but ball's gone out of play, and WA are going to back that up.
Shot had some power there.
It absolutely did. But the way she planned it, like she pump faked and then she planted. Really nice move. And ball just making its way around the goal. Riordan wants to go. Here she is. Riordan-Agar just setting a pick. Lizzie Hogg needs to cut through. There's a nice little pick from her. And there opens up Lizzie Hogg. Gives it back to Riordan. Riordan wants to go. She loves to sell the dodge. Gives it across to McBean. Miss pass. Ball on the ground to be won.
Great pressure by Hollins there to lead the forced turnover.
Yeah, I agree. As it's going to be carried forward by Annika Bear. Annika Bear carries really vertical. Changes hands to her left. Just going to go to X nearly. And a good cut there from Hollins. Riordan-Agar gone down. Somehow she's made contact with Bear defensively. Scott trying to get inside. And there's a penalty on the play. Who said that? Scott with the ball now. Brandis DeRoos just going to stand in front of her. Not going to let her have any space. I reckon Scott's going to go to the cooker. And there's a little cut coming. She decides to take the shot. Great save there from Mia Taylor. She's got Karenza Noddle breaking out one side. She's also got Lizzie Hogg and Cleona Ellis. Oh, and it's just rolled out of play, which we'll see. Quick start here from Michaela Hollins, and great defensive pressure from Ellis, ready to go. She's been released into defence. I've gone offside, WA, but that doesn't matter because there's a shot. Oh, and that's been saved last minute by the cover from Taylor.
Gets the initial save and almost rolls in, but jumps before the line to ensure it doesn't go in.
Navi with the ball. She's got a trail check coming from Scott. Sorry, it's not Scott. Tidmarsh. Brandis DeRoos now going to carry for WA. She's got a player on the crease. That ball's missed that player and it's going to roll towards the end line. Going to be picked up by Emerson. She's got Hogg available if she wants to use her. Gives it to Ehlers at X. I wouldn't be surprised if Ehlers wants to dodge, and here she starts it now. Double coming from Chikwiri. There's a 3-second penalty on the play. We'll see. I'm just trying to work out who's going to get that possession. It's going to be Ehlers and Chikwiri going to serve the penalty for 3 seconds. I reckon Ehlers is going to step down and shoot this. And just like that, good stick from Waikato to stop that one.
Yeah, Charlotte Scott jumps in front of that.
And a good pickup, and they're just off now. They've got numbers down the field. WA chasing. Certainly got some speed here. Got a cutter coming off the bench there that's Southcombe if they want to use her. She's just hanging at the top, and she's still really not got anyone marking her now. Maddie Walters has seen her. Michaela Hollands with the ball, gives it inside to Annika Bear. Nice move from Bear. Little roll dodge.
Getting their shots up.
And O'Reilly now, sorry, it's not O'Reilly with the ball. It's Tidmarsh with the ball. She's trying to drive on Nabi. Nice pick there from Lee. Goes top side, frees the hands, bounce. Oh, that one just rolled over the top of the crossbar. Taylor got a piece of it. Walters trying to guard Bear, but she seems to be getting past her now. Trying to dodge there is Lee. Lee still trying to get through. Oh. Wow, and a foot save from Taylor. I thought that Lee had got through, just run past the WA defence. They're going to use Mia Taylor now to clear. She's run out of the cage. She's fumbled the ball a little bit. She needs to get back in. Ball with Annika Bear. Maddie Walters just trying to slow her down. She seems a little bit tired. Good pick out of the air by Lizzie Hogg. Lizzie Hogg going to run it. She's got opportunity. She's got Ehlers to her right. Decides not to use her. Great triple team there. Ehlers now running into the pack. Ball on the ground to be won. Got to be picked up by someone. There's players on the floor. The ball's on the floor. It's just been flicked out. Now it's a foot race. Mitchell. Ehlers down. It's going to be Ehlers' ball. Ehlers looking for an option inside. She's got Carson. She started before the player was set up on the penalty, so she's just going to have a little bit more time. 2:36 on our clock, so I would say we're in the last couple of minutes of the game. Shot there from Hogg, gone wide, backed up by Emerson. I would say if Reardon is at X, she's going to give it to her and she's going to go, but no, it's Emerson down there, so I wouldn't be surprised if Emerson dodges low to high. No, she gives it to Reardon Agar, who's asking for space from Ehlers. Ehlers rolls off that pick. Ball now in the back corner with McBean. McBean just handling that pressure well. Nice defensive pressure there from Waikato. And just slowly working the ball around the goals. Ehlers now turns on the Jets, wants to find space, finds it, but a good save there from Pillmore Evans. And ball's just rolling down to the offense of Waikato. Picked up by Karenza Noddle, absolute textbook pickup. Does her job, moves the ball on. And then one more to Chanel Riordan-Agar. Gives it to Ehlers inside, takes a shot, bounces. They've got the backup on the play. Nice little set of play there from WA. Started with Noddle on the ground ball. I talk about Karenza Noddle as a pest. She's an absolute vacuum cleaner when it comes to a ground ball. And now the ball down in the stick of Pillmore Evans, looking for an outlet. Chikwiri breaking out for her. She's kind of run towards McBean though. Just trying to take their time on this clear. I do wonder if WA are going to send someone to push her and try and strip the keeper and just force the outlet. It's given to Hollands. Hollands is being chased down by McBean. McBean trying to pick it up. She's trying to dig sand. Needs to get lower to pick it up, and Hollands does just that. Hollands trying to get inside in her left, switches back to her right. One more pass. Ball has gone out of bounds. Going to go the way of WA. It wasn't deemed a shot, so it's going to be a possession for Western Australia. So Western Australia are offside, which means that Waikato will get the ball back. That is a coach killer move. You've got to look up if you're going to go over the restraining line as you're crossing, particularly if you're one of the last to cross. I guess it's hard to know how many players are ahead of you and you're trying to protect your keeper. But I would say, because the ball was thrown out of bounds, that's really not a penalty. I would say that it should be a Waikato ball because that's a major penalty. So it should be a Waikato ball if I know lacrosse rules. Ball has been put in the stick of Olivia Familio outside at the 15. So I was correct there, Jackson.
I wasn't doubting you.
Thank you. And she's got help if she wants to use it to her right. With Hayley Morgan. Wants to go, looking to drive. Can't get the hands free. Player driving now. That's Tidmarsh. Tidmarsh sends the shot. Saved there by Taylor. Looking for an outlet, gives it to Hogg. That link-up's been working for them today. She can push this. They do have numbers. They've got one ahead of the ball. Sophie McBean needs to be able to get inside, but Lizzie Hogg looks like she wants to go. 3 defenders coming to her. Gives it across to Reardon. She tries to do that little face dodge. One more to the middle. Decides not to shoot. And that is time on this game. Waikato versus WA. WA run-out winners. Fantastic game by both teams. Final score is 13-7 in favour of Western Australia. Great job by Waikato to peg it back. They did start a bit slow, but they did an awesome job. And I just, again, want to say thank you to the Waikato team for travelling across all this way to come and play in our national championships. Again, we love having you here and we hope that you continue to come back. You push us, you make us better, and I hope that we're doing the same for you. So thank you so much for being here. MVPs, Jackson, what do you got?
I might have to say Mia Taylor.
Mia Taylor, okay, cool. And what about from Waikato?
I would also have to say, love the goalies today, both saving 10 saves apiece. So with Grace Pillmore Evans, I'd give her MVP as well.
Okay.
How about you?
I thought Addie Reardon was pretty fancy today. I thought she did a good job for WA, number 11. I think, I don't know if Michaela Hollands, so both number 11s for both teams. I don't know if Michaela Hollands from Waikato's already had an MVP, but I thought she was pretty good for them. I think it's just because I like the family. I've got to know them over the years. And I think Georgia Mills, number 9, was also quite good. So we will let them shake hands and hear what they've got to say. In the meantime, we've got another game coming up in just 1 hour's time. WA. So I'm just getting clarity from our officials. Tomorrow's game will see South Australia versus Waikato in the first semi-final and WA versus Victoria in the second semi-final. So the winner, so I would say the 1v4 is Waikato and South Australia, and they will be playing at 10 a.m. local time. And for the 2v3 final, that is 3 p.m. local time, which is Victoria, WA. So we're over at MVP now. I love when you see different cultures and how they celebrate and cheer. And I'm just seeing Waikato do that little flick stick off the ground. It's very cute. Corey Rainey just thanking. The men's semi-finals tomorrow will be Vic versus Vic A, which we spoke about earlier today, and also WA versus South Australia. So lots going on. Did you just tell me? We've just got the MVPs happening now. So that 1v4 game tomorrow will be at 11:30 local time. MVP was right, Jackson. It was the goalie. So Pillmore Evans for Waikato. Great job, Grace. And we'll just see if we can hear who the MVP is for WA. taking a moment. Coaches love to chat. And Chanel Reardon Agar with MVP today for WA. So great job to Grace and Chanel. And I'm just getting some updates on some other games tomorrow. In the Division 2 finals, Vic A will play the Valkyries, which I think is the 9:30 game, and SAA is through to the grand final, so the playoff there for them. So Valkyrie will be playing tomorrow against Vic A. So lots happening tomorrow. We will get some official fixtures up on the Australian Lacrosse Network socials as well as Lacrosse Australia. So you can look at either one of those to know what time you should be turning up tomorrow. Like I said, in just 1 hour's time, or sorry, 56 minutes to be exact, we've got Western Australia taking off on South Australia in the boys game. And that should be an absolute clash, knowing that they're getting themselves ready for a championship. So lots to practice and lots to work on. Thank you, Jackson, for being part of the commentary team this afternoon. Fun to have you here.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And thanks to our crew, obviously. And we'll be back very soon with the next game. My name is Shandell Oliver from the Crease of the Crowd. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network.